Today is a good day because it is Magnolia Park's release day. It's 2:37 p.m. and I've been itching all day to go out and buy this book because I had to get a few things done beforehand. I'm a little bit stressed I'm not going to be able to find it. I'm going to go to a Big W and then a QBD, and then there is a book face here as well. So I'm hoping one of the three has it. Oh my gosh, I'm going to be reading it tonight. I'm gonna head in now because school's about to finish up and I want to try and avoid the after school rush because children, more so teenagers, terrify me. I'd love to get in and out by the time that they arrive. I'm gonna bring you along the journey with me. Fingers crossed I can find it. I'm gonna start with Big W because it's gonna be the cheapest there, and then we might have to go on a bit of a hunt, but I can't believe the day is here. I'm scared, but I'm also excited. The question is, how am I supposed to remember where I parked? Made it to the book section. I'm not sure if it's going to have its own dedicated section because it's a new release. Where are the other books? Why is my heart racing right now? Okay, they don't have it. I went to the second bookstore, QBD, and they were like, there was a huge delay and they weren't going to get in for a couple of days. And I was like, if QBD doesn't have it, then surely no one has it. Anyway, as a last resort, I've come to Book Face, and I walked up and the two girls at the front desk were talking about Jess's writing. And I was like, excuse me, sorry, are you guys talking about the new Magnolia Parks? And they were like, yeah. And I was like, you don't have it, do you? And she was like, no, we do. And she held up one, and I was like, apparently heaps of them got damaged. Then doing a count to see how many special orders they have to keep aside for people who have pre-ordered. So they were like, if you've got a couple minutes to wait, we'll count them up now, and fingers crossed we've got one for you. So my fingers, toes, everything is crossed that they have one extra copy. Anyway, I'm gonna have a look around while I wait. I'm nervous. Why do I feel like they're not gonna have any spares? We'll see, you never know. I'm afraid I have some sad news. I'm about to be in a whole world of pain. I kind of was trying to convince myself they were going to be hard to find, but then when it was actually hard to find, I was like, I wasn't actually expecting it to be this hard to find. As I said, Big W didn't have any, QBD didn't have any, and so I went to Bookface and they held up one copy of the original cover. As I said, they were like, we've just got the shipment in, we're just counting them all up and then putting aside the pre-orders, so give us a couple of minutes and then we'll come find you. I'm looking around for a couple of minutes and the girl comes and finds me holding this, and I'm like, she said there's the tiniest bit, apparently heaps of them got damaged. She was like, there's the tiniest bit of damage there, but she was like, this is by far the best one we have available. And I was like, I'll take it. It's not like when I'm reading it I'm going to keep it pristine anyway, so I was like, I will take it. So I'm assuming all of the original covers were put aside for all the pre-orders. I was planning to buy both covers anyway because I have the original covers and then the new covers as well, so I obviously bought it. As I was walking out, I did just order the original cover on Amazon and it says it's coming on Thursday, so 2 days time. I'm deciding whether I annotate, because I'm going to start it tonight. It doesn't matter, it's not that deep. I'm deciding whether I annotate and highlight this copy or I just start it and then I'll kind of like note down the bits that I want to highlight, so then when I get the original cover on Thursday I can underline what I've already read and then continue annotating that one. I don't know. Anyway, it's not important. I know this book is going to be pain. Also, Jessa has said that the song Emails I Can't Send by Sabrina Carpenter is this book, which is why I was listening to it on the way here. And that song brings pain. I can already just feel the heartbreak beaming off this book. No, I'm not ready for the beginning of this book. The thing that happens at the end of the last book, in my mind, and this is me being delusional, I was like, maybe it's not true. That can't happen. That's just too cruel. And it is confirmed in this book that that thing is real. Okay, I'm gonna go home. I want to go to the gym and I know I need to do that before I start this because as soon as I start this I know I'm not going to want to be interrupted. So I'm gonna go to the gym, do my workout, come home, shower, get comfy, plonk myself on the couch and begin the last ever book from Magnolia and BJ's perspective. Turns out I had way more to do this afternoon than I thought I did, and now finally it is time to start. Is it a smart option starting this before bed? Potentially no, but I can't just pick up another book while I have this in my house knowing that this story is just sitting there. So it is time. The dedication says, to anyone whom the more stingy parts of this book resonate with, anyone who's grieved or is grieving or has lost or is losing, anyone who worries about the black empty nothingness, everything is going to be okay. Okay? Question mark? This is gonna be painful. I can't believe I'm just gonna be back in this world. I haven't been in this world for so long. Oh my god. Angle me down a little bit. Okay. Foxy. So I've just left the emergency vet. It's like midnight. Odie was jolting. He was jolting in bed every few minutes, and it would shock him and then it'd stop and then shock, and then it would happen for like a few minutes and then stop for a few minutes and then kind of keep going back and forth. So I was Googling things and it just kind of said a couple of scary things, and I was talking to Sam because he's away, of course. This always seems to happen when Sam's away. I was talking to him and I was just like, I know I'm not going to sleep well if I don't take him to get checked out. So I just took him to the emergency vet. They checked his vitals. They asked a bunch of questions. He's kind of stopped doing it now, which is good, but it's also like, what? Like now I don't have any answers. All of his vitals seem completely normal. She said that he's fine to go home and for me to just continue monitoring him. So I'm happy that everything's okay, but I'm also like, what was happening? Anyway, it was a very expensive outing. Yeah, he seems fine now. Eyes are stinging, and this is obviously not the night I had planned. Hopefully now that I've got a vet's opinion, I can sleep. Pretty girls, poison. Oh, I'm tingling. Oh, my camera's flashing its light today. That was the coldest we've done so far. Coldest ice bath. It was 7 degrees, and the last one we did was like 9.5. And there's definitely a difference. So nice. I feel so energized now. After my sleep last night, this is what I needed. Yeah. Need something to blast me away. Okay, I haven't talked all day because I've had a very heavy laptop work day. And I just feel like there's only so much of me working on a laptop that you want to see. Anyway, it is now 3:43. Just about to head in. I've got a 3:45 appointment to get a facial and I'm so excited. Something that I feel like is one of my top forms of self-care for myself is going for facials. I feel like it just makes me feel like I'm really taking care of myself, and going in for a relaxing facial just makes me feel just like I'm taking really good care of my skin, even though it hates me. This is actually my first facial since we moved, so I'm trying out a new skin place. I booked in for a skin consult before my actual appointment, so I don't know exactly what I'm going to get done today. I think mostly just talk to the facialist and be like, what do you think my skin would do best on? I was getting enzyme masks and skin needling last year, so I would love to continue doing those, but they're obviously professionals and know what they're doing more than anyone, so I just want to kind of get their opinion on my skin and what they think will be best. I've obviously just put makeup on, but I cannot even tell you how incredibly soft my skin is this morning. I think the facial yesterday was the best facial I've ever had in my entire life. I ended up doing a hydrodermabrasion, and then I was under the LED to help with healing. Obviously the facial was good, but the lady massaged my head. She like massaged my face as she was putting the products on, and used like cold crystal something on my face, massage like all down here, my neck. It was honestly like the best hour and a half of my life. So I feel like my skin's looking quite glowy today, and it just feels so soft. Like I washed it this morning, cleansed and moisturized, and I was just like shocked by how soft my skin felt. I'm just about to head out for a day with Rach. It's pouring down with rain, very thunderstormy and cozy vibes. So we're gonna go to a cafe. I think we're gonna make some friendship bracelets. Taylor Swift is next week. Next Friday. That's a week today. And we've made a few, but I feel like you can never have too many. I want to be giving as many friendship bracelets as I possibly can. That's annoying me. I also really hope I meet some of you. I would love to give as many of you as possible friendship bracelets. So we're gonna go to our favorite cafe, make some friendship bracelets, and then possibly go book shopping as well, because it's raining, it's kind of colder, and it's just the perfect day for book shopping. I thought I'd show you my outfit. This is my outfit for today. I think it's quite cute. I did have this buttoned up before and I wasn't sure if I liked it. And I think because it's like a long skirt and then a cardigan, it doesn't really work very well. I think I prefer it undone. This is a little bodysuit from Aritzia. Stone skirt is glasses. All cotton on. I'll link it below. Yeah, it's probably going to be a lot easier. Favorite cardigan of all time from Reformation. And then my red and pink Adidas. I'll try and link this whole outfit below if I can find the links to everything. Yeah, anyway. Oh my gosh, I'm running late. I'm gonna leave now. Got like an hour's drive ahead of me. The vibe doesn't really go with the outfit, but it's gonna have to do. You just need to take some more seats and then try to restore the peace and control your urges to scream about all the people you hate. Staying at my parents' house in the road now. I'm taking looks real good now. Leave the warmest bed I've ever known. Been saying yes instead of no. Top of the world because I went and did a pace class at my Pilates studio, which I think I might have explained in my last vlog, but it's like more, instead of just like mat Pilates, which is more so hold, pulses, lighter weights, it's heavier weights, more strength based training I suppose, and a bit of cardio as well. So I was kind of dreading it beforehand. I knew I would feel so good afterward, but I think I was just like, I just want to stay home and read and not go and work out, but I feel so good afterwards. And I treated myself to a matcha as well, which I have finished now unfortunately. But yeah, I'm feeling good after doing that. I'm so glad I did because I now feel super productive. I have a couple of things I want to show you. One, the books that Rachel and I bought yesterday. I also bought a few kitchen pieces as well, which I'll show you. But before then, you can't really see what it is from the packaging. I got my Amazon parcel, which is that I ordered the OG cover of Magnolia. And I've had it for 2 days and I wanted to film my reaction, so I haven't opened it. And every single time I walked past it, I had to use so much strength to not open it. Where is... Oh my gosh. Wow, the writing is so much bigger. Oh my gosh. I think I'm about 200 pages in to the book so far, so not even halfway yet. And I was saying to Rach yesterday, I don't even want to be halfway. This book could be over 1,000 pages long and I'd still want more. I also didn't even pick up my camera again after I picked up the book for the first time. The first chapter, which is what I was filming myself reading the other night, was just like, oh, happy. Well, relatively happy. Just like, oh, I'm so happy to be back with these characters in this world. And then second chapter, so many tears. I haven't actually cried since, but the second chapter, I think just the way this one situation was being explained, I very much related to with grief, and it really hit. It hit a string, a chord, it hit a chord. I'm so excited to have this, and now I can start. I've been folding down, I swear, half the book, or half of what I've read so far. So excited to go through and underline / highlight whatever I decide to do this copy, because she's perfect. I'm gonna go put her on my shelf. Once I get the rest of my Magnolia Park series back, I'm going to need a bigger shelf. Maybe I display this one for now. Definitely gonna need a much bigger shelf, but oh my gosh, I love this area of the apartment so much. I went to Bed Bath & Table because Rach was saying that she had to show me their Easter selection, because if there's one thing we both share the same love and passion for, it's Easter and Easter decor. And it's just, why is it so cute? It's just, I love it. 3 things. First thing, this gorgeous mug. Can you even really see it? It's got 2 little bunnies on it. This is the most perfect size mug I've ever felt in my entire life. Like, it is huge. I cannot wait to be drinking teas in this, drinking coffees in this. I also think as much as it's Easter coated, it's subtle enough that I'll be using it all year round. It just makes me so happy. Also, they were having 25% off. They still could be by the time this video goes up. If you're like me and love Easter decor, definitely pop in because it's already quite well priced, I feel, but 25% off as well. This was like $5. And then I got 2 more little bowls that are just the cutest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Look at these. I was very much influenced by Rach because she said she got these in, I think, measuring cup form. I just love them so much. They're little flower bowls. How cute. And I just thought for baking and even hosting, it's the perfect dip bowl. When you're baking, you need to separate things. Just thought they were actually the cutest things I've ever seen in my entire life, and I couldn't leave without them. These are the kitchen bits that I picked up. They're so cute. Did I need them? No. When Sam sees them, he's gonna be like, did we need another mug? And the answer is no, I didn't. Love having a mug for each holiday, each season. I've got a Christmas mug, I've got a Valentine's Day mug. I didn't have an Easter mug, I did one. And just everything about this is perfect. Anyway, now for the books. For a little Galentine's, not a little, a big Galentine's gift. Georgia so incredibly generously bought Rach and I both QBD vouchers, and so we decided to spend them yesterday, and it was so much fun just walking in. I want this book and this book. Felt like a kid in a candy store. It was just the best. I think I got 2 books that I've already read that I read on my Kindle, loved, and wanted to get the physical copies. The first one is The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, which I read I think in 2022, a couple of years ago now, and it's still one of my favorite books. I rated it 5 stars, and they had this special edition copy, gold edges, hardcover, the iconic green dress. I really also want to do a reread of this because it has been a couple years since I read it. I feel like I read it at the beginning of myself really getting back into books, so I'd love to read it again now. First book in the Knock 'em Out series, Things We Never Got Over, because again, I read this maybe last year. I have the second book and the third book, but not the first book, and I loved it. This was actually my favorite book of the series, so I obviously had to get that to complete the series. As for books I haven't read yet, I picked up The Naturals. I got it's Jennifer Lynn Barnes, and it's quite small, so I feel like this will be a really good fly-through book, maybe a bit of a palette cleanser. I think I'm going to need one after I finish Magnolia and Throne of Glass. I picked up Power of Dawn, which is the book that your Empire of Storms and Tower of Dawn you can do a tandem read with. Very close to being done at Queen of Shadows, so I wanted to get this book so I could start the tandem read of the next 2. And then lastly, I picked up Bride by Ali Hazelwood. I've just heard really good things, so I'm excited to pick that up as well. I love buying books that are just, I mean, I love buying books that are in a series as well, but I love buying books that are standalone, relatively small. So if I do need a bit of a palette cleanser, or if I'm in a bit of a book slump or something, after a 5-star book or after a big series, I've got an array of options. So that's the book haul. Very successful book haul, if you ask me. Anyway, now I'm actually going to head up to the sunny coast. I'm gonna stay with Riley for a night. She's actually moving out of the country in like 2 weeks, and I've been saying for so long that I wanted to come up and stay with her. I have a free weekend this weekend, so I wanted to just head up and spend a couple days with her before she leaves, which is crazy. I also just love the sunny coast because that's where I grew up. Very excited to spend the weekend there. It's about a 2-hour drive though, so I think I'm gonna go and get myself a coffee. I'd love a coffee while I drive. Packed a little overnight bag, and I'm gonna hit the road. I'm also listening to an audiobook, which I just started this morning. It's, I think, February's book club book. It's None of This Is True by Lisa Jewell, and I'm listening to it on an audiobook, which I don't think I've ever listened to, unless it was a reread. I don't think I've ever listened to a full audiobook before. It's a really good one so far. Normally, I kind of get a bit of an ick with audiobooks because it makes me not like the characters at all because I don't like the voices. So even if I was reading like my favorite character ever, I don't like them because I don't like the voice actor and the way the voice actor is saying things, because I'm like, no, that's not how they would say it, which is a me problem. But I just don't really listen to that many audiobooks, and I would love to get more into audiobooks, specifically on drives. Whilst doing tasks on drives, I just feel like it makes everything more interesting. Anyway, probably listen to this basically the whole way there. Also probably listen to a bit of Taylor and Sabrina. I'm now seeing them in 6 days. I have been listening to the Sabrina Carpenter set list, and she's not singing my favorite song by hers, Emails We Can't Send, and I'm devastated. Surely she just whips out a surprise song and sings that. I love being delusional. Anyway, I'm gonna listen to music, I'm gonna listen to my audiobook, I'm gonna get myself a coffee, and I'm gonna have a good time. That's the update. I'm gonna hop in the car. Hopefully there's no traffic and it's a good drive. You know those drives that you're like, I'm really enjoying myself. I'm hoping for one of those. Breaking out on my cheek. Yay! Just watched George's Eras Tour vlog, and it not only made me so incredibly happy for her, because if anyone deserves that experience, it was her, but it also just made me so incredibly excited that I'll be experiencing it next week. So I've obviously got the Eras Tour set list on shuffle, so every single song comes on is a surprise. I think, no, I'm going to talk about this all in my vlog next week. I was going to talk you through my favourite songs and what I would love as the surprise songs, but that will be in next week's vlog. That's actually a Taylor week. I haven't really updated you at all in the past 24 hours. Didn't pick up my camera really at all. I think I just got a little bit of montagey bits. I feel like when you catch up with friends that you don't see very often, you're so focused on filling each other in on everything that's going on in your life that you're not thinking, oh, let me pull out a camera right now. So that's why there wasn't much footage of the weekend. We stayed up for hours talking last night and I didn't get the best sleep in my life, so I've been so tired today. Since I got home, I did a grocery shop and then Sam and I went for a walk. We took the dogs to the beach and had a walk along the beach, and then we got Nando's, as you saw, and watched Modern Family. And we both the whole time were saying just how good Nando's is and how it's kind of slept on in Australia. I'm not sure if that's what I'm looking for, ignorant of me to say. Like, maybe it's not, but I feel like there's only one Nando's in the Gold Coast, so I feel like even that is pretty telling about how slept on it is. It's just so good. I think ever since I tried the Avo Goodness on Pitta, just changed my life. And the chips, peri chips, are so good. So we were both just sitting there being like, this is so good. Are we about to just fully become obsessed with Nando's? Yeah, anyway, that was kind of my day. Now it's 9 p.m. somehow. I don't know how the time went from like 7 p.m. till 9, but here we are. I'm going to hop into bed. I didn't do any reading over the weekend, obviously, because I went away, and I am sad because I'm currently reading 5 books, which is a little bit excessive of me, but they're all so different. And Queen of Shadows, I'm still getting through. Here's my thing, I'm loving it so much, but because it's high stake fantasy and my sleep is so sensitive, one little thing will affect it. So I've got to be so strict with my sleep routine, like what I do beforehand. And I was just finding that reading high stakes fantasy, especially because I'm almost at the end of the book, so obviously shit's going down. I was reading things about people dying and people killing each other, and then I was having dreams about it, and then my mind was racing about what's going to happen, so I couldn't fall asleep. Then I'm also reading Magnolia Parks, which is less like that, but also because it just consumes my entire soul, it is a little bit like that. So sometimes, depending on what kind of scenes I'm reading, if you've read the book, you kind of know that some scenes just hit a little bit harder emotionally. And so one night I was reading that before bed, then I couldn't fall asleep because I was thinking so much about characters, and then I was like going through scenarios, and then I don't know. Me before sleeping is a weird version of me, and she's so sensitive. Anyway, so then I picked up Reckless, which is the 4th book, I believe, in the Chestnut Spring series. The perfect before bed book. It's like relatively lighthearted, small town romance, like nothing too hectic is going on. So it's the perfect before bed book. Then I mentioned the other day, I'm also listening to, which I've listened to like 4 hours now, I think maybe just over. So anyone else's dogs just get so thirsty before bed, like they've got their water bowl outside of the room. They always just need a big drink before bed. Anyway, and I'm scared they're gonna need to pee throughout the night. Anyway, that's not important. What was I saying? That's right, I started listening to None of This Is True, which I'm thoroughly enjoying so far. If you're book club girlies, please skip, put the time on the screen here. Lang, I'm talking to you. I will say it's the best audiobook I've ever listened to, and that was the reason that Lang chose this book for book club, because she'd heard that it's such a good audiobook. It's literally like watching a movie. The podcast recordings and the voice actor is so talented. I'm still unsure. I think it's the one voice actor for the whole thing, but she's so good at doing different kind of accents and tones and everything in each voice. It sounds like so many different people, and as soon as she starts speaking, I'm like, oh, it's this character now. Really thoroughly enjoying so far. But he's also making me feel a little bit icky. I don't know, I think maybe because I was just like driving for so long listening to it, like I stopped listening to it, I was like, I feel a little icky right now, but I think that's almost like a little bit of the point. And then I'm also reading a book that's called, so we're reading 2 books for book club right now, because I think it was like, well, just a little bit behind, so we're kind of reading 2 books right now for book club. So we're also reading the book club book that I gave the girls, which is The Book You Want Everyone The Book You Want Everyone You Love to Read, which is fiction. It's like a psychologist talking you through a lot of different areas of life, so that's completely different. You don't really want to be reading that before bed because it's very thought-provoking. So I'm not even really sure what the point of explaining that all to you was. That could have been the most boring thing you've ever heard. I'm reading the most books I've ever read at one point in time. My Goodreads is currently like, you're 1 book behind schedule if you're reading all this year. And I'm like, please stop. I'm reading 5 books right now. It'll probably be one of those things where I finish them all around like the same week or 2, and then I'm gonna be 5 books ahead of schedule. So Goodreads, I don't need your attitude. But anyway, it's 9 p.m. Sunday evening, Sunday night. I've got Pilates booked in for 7:30 a.m. tomorrow, which I'm very excited about. I'm actually quite sore in my upper body from Saturday's class, my shoulders specifically. So I'm going to bed and I'm going to read, and I'm hopefully going to have a great night's sleep because I really feel like I need it. I can't believe I'm seeing Taylor Swift this week. It's really kind of nice. I just feel like it's obviously it's the concert, but it's everything around the concert. It's talking to your friends about it. I even met a subscriber over the weekend who is going to Sydney Night 1 as well. And she was like, oh, I'm going to Taylor Swift next week. And I was like, same. And I was like, what night? And she was like, night 1. And I was like, same. Everything about it kind of bonds people together. And I'm obsessed with it. The girls and I decided to make a bit of a mini trip out of it. So we leave on Wednesday and then the show's on Friday. So we're going to Sydney for a few nights to have a little bit of a girls trip together, and then also have the last night of the trip being the Irish tour. I'm also, how this all feels really takes me back to probably exactly this time last year. I think it was definitely in February last year. Love on Tour was happening and it was just like the best of times. It really was. Now a year later we're doing it for Taylor and it just feels so special and happy, and I just love girlhood so much. Isn't it so fun that so many different people are connecting because we all like the same artists and the same music? I just think it's beautiful. Like, you know those trends where it's like, oh, humans are so cute. This makes me feel like that. Like, life is just so weird and so many bad things happen, but also so many good things happen. I feel like as much as we of course need to be aware of what's going on, overall focusing on just the good things and what's happy and what makes you happy. I don't know why this has turned into this chat. I just am feeling very talkative clearly tonight, but I'm just like, that is so special, and I actually think that's the secret to life. Like, the people who are the happiest are the people that are just finding joy in the smallest of things. I also just met quite a few of you this weekend and it just made me so happy. I know I said this earlier in the week, but I really hope I meet so many of you at Taylor, because even meeting the girl that was like, I'm going to Sydney Night 1, I just love that we are bonding over this right now. And whenever I'm talking to any one of you, I just know you're my people, because I mean, you choose to sit through me talking about literally anything, and you've just come along with so much of my life, and it's just crazy to me. Like, it's crazy that people want to do that or choose to watch it. And I just know that when I meet you, I'm just like, we're each other's people. You know what I mean? Like, we have this chemistry. We share similar interests. I don't know, I just love it. I love it so much. Anyway, I really don't know how long this vlog is going to be this week. Part of me is like, I feel like I've talked so much, but also part of me is like, did I really? Regardless, I really hope you've enjoyed, and I hope you're excited for next week's vlog, which I'll start tomorrow. It will be a weekly vlog. It'll be like kind of prep and then going away. Okay, that's actually all now. I love you all so much, and I will see you next week. Bye. Guys, I'm about to throw up right now. I know I've just said bye, but I just had to pick up my camera right now and I had to include it in this vlog right now. Literally just finished editing what you've just watched. So it's like, I need to share this with you all right this very second. Look what I have just received. Okay. Everyone relaxed. Harvey's relaxed. For anyone who lives in America and it's like, this isn't that exciting, we can't even order road to Australia because it's literally not even an option to ship to Australia, and I've just been sent road. Oh my gosh, I feel sick. You're actually kidding. The queen herself. Oh my gosh, there's so much in here. There's so much in here. I really thought it was just going to be their new product, which is the pineapple refresh. Obviously it's because it's a new product. I kind of thought maybe they'd just be sending this out. The packaging is just so beautiful. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to try this. I've seen people using this on TikTok and it actually looks like best makeup remover. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. The glazing milk. Oh, I just actually never thought I'd be holding this in my hands. Look at that. I can't smell anything. As if I've been sent this. As if I've just gotten road PR. Peptide glazing fluid. Oh my gosh, this is actually the best day of my life. Oh, look at that. I kind of want to test it, but I'm also like, I'm not wasting any of it other than on my face. Barrier Restore Cream. The infamous peptide lip treatment. This is something I'll be trying right this very second. I don't want to ruin any of the packaging. This is actually liquid gold. Look at that. Oh my gosh, what flavor is this? Hey, this is unscented. It's unscented, but it still kind of tastes sweet. Wow, I mean, it's perfect, obviously. What is going on right now? Okay, so this is for the new cleanser, your cleanser for every day, every month, every season. I'm so excited for you to try our new daily cleanser. The new first step in your road routine. I have a road routine now. This refreshing balm to leather cleanser is a new daily cleanser experience designed with a unique texture. Years in the making, it's formulated with skin refreshing ingredients like PGA, green tea extract, and pineapple enzyme to leave your skin feeling clean, soft, supple post rinse. It's gentle enough for daily use and safe for sensitive skin. Oh my gosh, I'm so incredibly excited to try this tonight. I obviously know this isn't from Hailey Bieber herself, but it kind of feels like it. But just the road team in general, thank you so much. I actually cannot even start to express how grateful I am for this, because you've just made made my entire year. Okay, that's actually the end of the vlog now. I also just made myself a tea in my new mug just to update you, and it was perfect. It was perfect. I'm going to quickly edit this footage and get this vlog up for you tonight. So what is actually going on? I can't believe life. Okay.